Hey y'all, it is around 6 a.m. the morning after my first Mounjaro shot. My stomach woke me up before my alarm did. First, I was like, what the heck is going on? Have I got a stomach virus from these kids or something? And then I remembered. I said, nope, I took that shot yesterday. Bet that's what it is. So I laid there for a few minutes thinking or hoping that it would pass. It wasn't anything major, just it kind of made me also wonder if I ate something yesterday that might have just given me gas. And then I was like, no, it's the shot. So I got up, went to the bathroom, nothing happened. Went on downstairs, took my vitamins, drank some water, and then that's when it happened. Went back to the bathroom. Not only did that happen, but I also got nauseous. It was one of those moments where if you've ever had a stomach virus, you got your face in a garbage can and your booty on the toilet type moments. But it passed, thank God. And I hope it can, stays at bay today because I have some errands to run. So we'll see how that goes. And also, I love my morning coffee, but she's still sitting there. I'm not going to push it today with these stomach things. When I started Saxenda, I felt nauseous for maybe the first week, if that. It didn't last long. And I thought that because I was coming off of Saxenda and going straight on the Mounjaro, that some of the gastro side effects might miss me. I'm hoping that this morning was just a random thing, but we'll see. So I'm going to try to drink this coffee and see if I can actually. And I also am feeling like really cold and have the chills, which is out of the norm for me as of the last year or so because of hot flashes and things. But it's that kind of cold to where like I'm shivering like to the bone. If you've ever been put to sleep with anesthesia, how some people will wake up and you're just shivering, not even cold, just shivering. That happened this morning. So I don't know if I've heard anybody else say that, but I'm wondering if that's shot related or something else is going on. So we'll see as the day goes on what happens, and I'll check back in a little bit. Okay, so it is the evening after I took my first Mounjaro shot. I took it yesterday morning around 11:30. And after my little issues this morning with my stomach, I was fine. I did end up drinking that cup of coffee. Didn't cause me any issues. I did not eat breakfast. The coffee was my breakfast. Then I left to go to the grocery store. I actually did a pickup order, but I forgot just a few things, so I went in Walmart and grabbed those. Excuse me. Then I met one of my girlfriends for a little shopping. Was fine. No cramps, no nausea. Excuse me. I did sip on some water throughout the day, and I had a Diet Mountain Dew. I'm actually finishing it up now. I snacked on a bag of rice cakes, the little mini ones, caramel flavored, and then I had a half of an Italian sub just a little while ago, and it is like 8:30. I wasn't really hungry when I ate it, as far as like stomach hunger, but I felt myself getting a slight headache, so I thought maybe, I should eat something before it got any later, because I didn't want to invite any more stomach issues by eating and too late and then laying down on it, because I also have acid reflux, so I try to watch about that, about eating too late and then going straight to bed. I haven't had any cravings or like just mindless snacking. I did yesterday. I caught myself doing it around 4 o'clock ish. And like I said, I took the shot yesterday morning at 11, and I did wait. Let's see, what is today? Friday, Thursday. I took my last Saxenda shot Tuesday. So I waited. Didn't take anything Wednesday, and started the Mounjaro yesterday, which was Thursday. So around 48 hours. I'm not sure if going 2 days without Saxenda would have had that kind of impact on the mindless snacking. I think that it was just because 2 of my grandkids were here, and they were constantly like wanting something and snacks, and I would just like throw something in my mouth. But if they wanted some marshmallows, I caught myself. Every time I would get them some, I would eat one. A lot like I did when my kids were little. And I just, once I realized that I was doing it, and I just made more conscious decisions to not do it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I felt pretty good today. Me and my friend we were planning on going shopping, and then we were going to go to Chief's. She loves to eat there. Me, I can eat anywhere. But I got a phone call from my daughter and had to end up coming back to help her out with something. So, which was fine with me, because like I said, I wasn't hungry at all today. And even yesterday, and I know it wasn't the Mounjaro shot kicking in that fast. I wasn't really hungry, so maybe it is like the remnants of some of the Saxenda still in my system. I don't know, but I don't feel any of like the fatigue as of yet. Thank God. Let me knock on some wood there. That a lot of people say that they experience. So day 2 is what we're calling this. I will touch base maybe in the morning. If not, it'll be tomorrow evening, because I'm going to have my 3-year-old granddaughter tomorrow. And so you never know how that's going to go. I'm probably not going to be able to get on here and talk with you guys much. So I'm going to wrap this up. I feel like every time I get in here and talk to you guys, I feel like I'm rambling. It's like before I get on here, I know what I want to say, and then when I get on here, I can't get my words out right. So, but we're just gonna to go. See, now that was just, yeah. I'm just gonna roll with it, and hopefully I can piece this together to make some sense of it. We'll see. So it is about 8:30. I am feeling tired. I slept good last night, but it's not like I just feel sleepy, not fatigued like people talk about with the shots. And I did experience that with Saxenda. So we'll see. I'm hoping that maybe because I was already on Saxenda, I won't experience a lot of the side effects, but because it's different brand, and
I mean, the medications are meant to do the same thing, but it's a different medication than I was on. So, but still, because they, are meant to treat the same thing, hopefully, I won't have any mean side effects. So, I am going to probably go into bed, and I will, like I said, touch base with you guys tomorrow evening. Hey y'all, it is Saturday morning, the Saturday after I took my first Mounjaro shot. I took it on Thursday, and I'm actually a little hungry this morning, which is to be expected, really, no matter what medication or whatever, your tools are on your own weight loss journey. Because, your body needs energy. You can't expect to never need to eat anything at all. Hold on just a second. So, what I'm having this morning, I just put a handful of fresh spinach in this pan, and I'm going to have 2 eggs in that after that cooks a little, and I'm going to put sprinkle some pepper jack cheese on top of that, and I'm going to have a piece of toast. Sorry if you hear that chainsaw. We've got some guys out back cutting trees down behind our house. We don't just go around cutting trees, by the way. They're potential destruction. Not just on our house, but our safety is in the balance. So that's why that's going on. Okay, so like I said, I woke up a little hungry, which is to be expected, but I was surprised that I woke up hungry. I weighed myself this morning, and I will put all those numbers on the screen, because I didn't mention to you guys when I started vlogging this my beginning weight, and I've got all that written down upstairs. So while my granddaughter naps, I'm going to have this breakfast. And for me, it's not so much wanting or needing some assistance with never needing to eat anything. The Mounjaro, and just like the Saxenda, my purpose is for it to help with the food noise. Now, something that I want to mention to you guys, and this is just for me personally, pertaining to food noise. I actually didn't struggle with that until after I had weight loss surgery. And that's going to sound crazy to some people, but I'm going to tell you why I think that is, just for myself. I'm not an expert in any of this. The only thing I have to go by is my personal experience and journey. So, before weight loss surgery, I never really thought about food until I was hungry and needed to eat something. Hold on, let me grab. I thought I was prepared before I turned this on. Hold on, grab a plate. Okay, so like I said, I rarely thought about food before weight loss surgery, which is a good thing and it can be a bad thing. Because if you never think about food and you don't have like healthy options on hand, it could go badly. Meaning, like, before weight loss surgery, I would, I guess, wait too long to eat, And by the time I did take the time to sit down and eat, I would just, or not even sit down, I would always just grab and go. And this is when my kids were small, before weight loss surgery. I would wait too long to eat. And by the time I would eat, I was so hungry, I was just grabbing whatever was nearby. Okay, so because I didn't think about food, I didn't plan ahead. Hot sauce. Hold on, my husband's calling. Okay, so I never thought about food until I was hungry. And I had a bad habit of waiting too long to eat. And because I never thought about food ahead of time, I wasn't prepared with healthy things being prepped and ready for me to grab that instead of like a little Debbie cake or a little bag of chips. And I feel like it can be tricky for some people, especially if you're an overthinker. I'm an overthinker. After weight loss surgery, you have to be prepared. You have to have certain things on hand, and you have to think ahead. I mean, some people, they can never think about food, and just when they're hungry and eat whatever and make the healthy choices and go on about their day and stay thin and stay, trim or whatever, in shape. But not everybody can do that. And I feel like because I'm one of those people that had to really think about food in order to keep the right things on hand, plan ahead, prep, and all of that, it made me have the food noise. If any of that makes sense to you. I know I'm stumbling over my words as usual. But I feel like all the planning ahead and prepping ahead has gave me food noise. It's made me think about food more. And that's not necessarily a good thing for me. I feel like it has, I'm trying to choose my words because I don't feel like I have an ED. Are we allowed to say that? Because there's two things that can mean. But we're talking about food, so. But anyway, I feel like I think about food more since weight loss surgery. And the good of that is that I make sure that I have better choices on hand for myself. And I know I'm repeating myself, and I'm distracted because my granddaughter's in there and I hear her waking up. My husband's calling. These guys are out back yelling. Sorry. This is a normal thing for me, to stumble over my words, not be able to find my words, repeat myself. If you've watched any of my videos, if you know, you know. But I feel like after thinking about food all the time and making sure that I have the right things on hand that I can eat, like I said, the meal prepping and all that, it has gave me food noise, because now that I can eat more of a variety of things, I feel like that constantly thinking about food has not went away. So when somebody says, oh, well, I never think about food, and it's not, I get that, because I was that way before weight loss surgery, and it wasn't always a bad thing, because I was thin at one time, and then the thinking about food turned into like a not. God, everybody's calling me now. Hold on, y'all. They're distracting the shit out of me. Okay, I need to start that part over. There might be some overlapping of what I'm trying to say in these videos. Swear to God, y'all, my phone wasn't ringing. Nobody was knocking on the door. Nothing until I hit play or record on this phone. Okay, so before weight loss surgery, I didn't have any food noise. I feel like the weight loss surgery gave me food noise, is what I'm trying to say and struggling to get out. Because you have to think about what you're going to eat ahead of time, or you don't make the right choices. Well, me. You have to meal prep. You have to have things on hand, prepared, prepped, and ready to go. Now, I want to be able to do that and then not think about it. So I feel like that is where prepping really is a great thing to do, to help with the food noise. It seems to be helping me, rather, but it's like I'm still constantly thinking about what I'm eating or what I'm gonna eat, because of all that prepping and things. So that now, or because now that I can have a wider variety of things without any complications due to the weight loss surgery, I'm still constantly doing that thinking. I want to be able to prep and forget. And I'm hoping that that's what the Mounjaro helps me to do. The Saxenda helped me with the food noise. So hopefully this would just be a smooth transition. And the reason that I switched is because my insurance no longer wanted to pay for the Saxenda. I'm not sure I mentioned that. So my doctor was like, well, let's just put in for the Mounjaro and see what they say, because the first time that she tried that, my insurance was like, no. But they approved the Saxenda. So now it's like they flipped that script. So, and just for those of you who don't know, I am a diabetic. But I'm taking the shot for weight loss. And I know that a lot of people have a problem with that. Well, if you have a problem with that, then don't use the shot for weight loss. That's all I can tell you. But don't come after the ones who do. If you're not a person who struggled with your weight, struggled with food or disorders, until you've walked in those shoes, I highly suggest you keep your comments to yourself. Don't be one of those people, oh, well, just eat right and hit the gym. You eat right and hit the gym. If that's what works for you, do that. But some of us need a little assistance. And it's not just a physical thing that these shots and or whatever somebody's tool of choice is, it helps with the mental aspect of things. So unless you've struggled with that, then probably don't speak on that. I mean, I just don't see how you can have a I don't know, an informed opinion. Is that the right words? And I didn't get on here trying to piss nobody off either. I'm just saying, it's not the same for everybody. I'm not trying to piss you off, so don't get on here trying to piss somebody else off. I mean, you do you, and let other people do what they feel they need to do is best for themselves. So, on that note, I'm going to finish these eggs and this toast. My smells is already calling. I'll check back in a bit.
Okay, so I am just wanting something small, just a little. I try, but I mean, it's like we almost make it there, but it's fine. I think I'm just gonna grab a few of these pretzels, Southwest pretzel. And it's just some slight hunger hitting my belly, and so I'm just gonna have these and that many, just a little handful, and see how that goes. See what happens. Okay, so as I was getting those little pretzel twists out, I mentioned that I was feeling a little hungry, so I was going to grab those. Let me just say this. I know that I'm not going to die from feeling the slightest little feeling of hunger. But since weight loss surgery, hunger hits me differently. Before weight loss surgery, my stomach would growl and I could still go. Like if I was out, at the store or somewhere where I couldn't eat something at that moment in time, I knew that I was going to be fine for probably a few more hours. Since weight loss surgery, though, the hunger hits quick and it hits hard. It's the craziest thing. There's somebody else on here that I watch that said the same thing. I can't remember if it was Mind, Body, and Soul or PCOS Anita. One of them two ladies mentioned it. She said when she feels that first feeling of hunger, she has to make sure she has something on hand, or she'll grab whatever is in sight. So, those pretzel sticks, I mean, they've got carbs in them. Like, I'm not low carb, well, intentionally. I'm kind of low everything since weight loss surgery. I did do a reverse diet, thinking that was going to do something, and let me tell y'all, that was one of the hardest things I ever done. Like, I felt physically ill. But anyway, most of the time, my stomach is not what gives me the first sign that I need to eat. Usually, it's because I'm feeling low on energy, or I feel a slight headache starting. Then I'm like, okay, it's 4 o'clock and I haven't ate. Which, I mean, for somebody who intermittent fasts and does OMAD, that's fine. I can't do OMAD since weight loss surgery because there is just no way that I can physically get in enough calories in one meal to last me throughout the day. It just ain't gonna fit in there. So that's why I will sometimes throughout the day, and not every day that happens. I think it's, where I lifted weights yesterday, and I think my step count for yesterday was, I don't know, I was really busy. I don't know, maybe around between 15 and 16,000 yesterday. So I knew, like, naturally, I was probably going to, feel a little more hunger today. Now, is it anything that I'm, like, in there, just grabbing and got my face in a bag of chips or something? No. I'm making sure to drink my water, too, which will help with that. So I just wanted to mention that, about the hunger thing. Like, I know I'm not going to die, but it can get real serious real quick with me since weight loss surgery. And especially since I have problems with my blood sugar. Now, I'm not using blood sugar as an excuse to eat, y'all. I just don't. But I have to just keep that in mind. And, I mean, 5 little pretzel rods is not what is keeping me fat. Once or twice a week, I might do that. So, there's that. Okay, y'all, so it's like 9:30-ish. This thing ain't gonna act right. Oh, 9:40. And you seen that I had just 1,200 steps in. So we're gonna track that throughout the day. Just through my normal daily stuff. Right, that's my daughter texting me. Also, it's Tuesday, and that's my active minutes from Sunday to today. So, like I said, I'm not a real sedentary type of person. There you have it. I also have my step, like stairs. There's my daughter again. Set for at least 5 times. Well, now it's not going to cooperate. Ooh, what does she want? Well, y'all. Okay, well, I usually go up the steps more than that. Oh, I need to clean them. On a given day, just laundry up and down, and if I don't, my steps are really squeaky, by the way, too, y'all. Look over that. If something happens and for whatever reason I don't, oh, look at that. She needs to clean that. Anyway, if by some off chance that I haven't just naturally went up and down 5 times, and I see that I haven't, I go up and down until I hit 5 times. So, and I don't, what am I trying to say without making anybody mad? Not that I'm on here like trying to tiptoe around anybody, but I ain't on here trying to piss people off either or rub anybody the wrong way. But you see a lot of people on YouTube like getting these little electric cleaners to do this, do that. That's fine, that's great, do that. I purposely don't have that because I look at cleaning my shower as an arm workout. Like, I'm just telling you that to show you that I'm not like a person that just don't do anything. Like, even when I go somewhere, if I'm driving, which is not often, I will park far away from the door because I see that as an opportunity to get steps. Just little things like that I've always done, even when I was overweight. So, or more overweight than what I am now. And so I'm just sharing that with you. It's like little things that I think of as I'm going throughout my day. Because I don't want anybody to think that, I'm just over here not trying or whatever. I don't think that you should do that. Anybody should do that. Not be willing to put the work in no matter what tool or tools that you're deciding to use. Because eventually, no matter what it is, it's going to wear off. The weight loss surgery, as more time goes by, the more food you're going to be able to consume, the more variety of things you're going to be able to eat. The shots, they're trying to improve those as like a lifelong thing for the people who really need them for that long. It's like a maintenance thing. I know everybody has their feelings about that. I personally think that should be an option for people because, you put somebody on blood pressure pills and then their blood pressure is regulated. Do we take them off the blood pressure pills? No, we do not. So that's just my little 2 cents on the matter. So, and you're welcome to have your 2 or 10 cents or whatever it might be, as am I. So, I was just showing you my stair count. So now I'm going to get back with my daughter. I forgot what I even came up here for. Yeah, I'm a mess. I'm telling you right now, I'm a mess.